Well, hello everybody, and thank you ever so much for tuning in for another evening of the Chichester Virtual Dart Series, week 3 no less. And we have 3 games coming up tonight, which are all from Divisions 5 and 6. And first up we have Shaun Williams taking on Bradley Williams. That's a father and son clash in the same household, which will be a unique one to watch. And then Hayley Phillips takes on Stuart Gray. And Dan Green takes on Dan Carter in the Battle of the Dans. So I'm just going to click on their board just to check that that it's working, which it certainly seems to be. So that's good. So only the one board needed, of course, because it is Bradley and Shaun in the same household. So we'll be with them very, very shortly. But thank you ever so much for tuning in once again. Do subscribe if you're here. We're now past 300 subscribers, which is great. And Josh Congror, thanks for tuning in as always. Keep up the excellent tweets as always, Josh. Really do enjoy those. And yeah, we'll be starting hopefully in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm just going to talk to the players and then we'll get them underway. Okay, guys, do you want to have 9 and then you can start? Good luck to you.
All right, cheers, Mark. Cheers. Oh, great start for that.
Okay, so the picture is a Robin Hood. It's a Robin Hood. Fantastic. So the picture quality will improve as we go along, hopefully. So just bear that in mind. It might be a bit grainy at the moment, but it should pick up as we go along. And as I say, it's a father and son clash, which I think is the first one I've ever had on the stream in 15 months. I'm still hoping to get Jason Askew to play Dave Askew at some point, but it hasn't happened yet. And yes, so Shaun Williams takes on Bradley. So let us know who you're cheering on. My money's on Williams. Paul Davis and Ollie Carter cheering on in the chat. So thank you very much for that. And of course, Dan Carter will be on later in tonight's last game, and it is the best of. Well, it says 11 legs there, but it is actually the best of 10 because you can draw in this league. So just bear that in mind.
Oh, 26.
What is unusual, of course, about this is that they are going to have to still say the scores because even though they're playing in the same house and you can see what they can see each other, what they have scored, they're going to have to say the scores for our benefit. So just bear that in mind, and hopefully the picture will sort itself out as we go along. It should do. It has done in the past. So if not, I'll
Where's that one going? 28.
If not, I'll have to give it a kick. But yes, so Shaun has come into the league this season. Bradley played last
81.
year as well. I say last year in the last campaign. And I've forgotten to change the date at the bottom of the scorecard. Sorry about that.
81.
First treble for Shaun. That will settle him down. Bradley applying the pressure on the Shaun throw. I'll avoid saying Williams here.
76.
And a treble a turn, actually, for Bradley in these opening exchanges.
Oh, come on. 40.
Williams, Bradley, flying start. There he is, in again. So
84.
So no tons yet for Bradley, but a treble a turn gets him down to a finish after 12 darts. Good start for him. That will settle him down very nicely. Finished 6th in the 7th division last last season, and all the divisions have been mapped.
54.
First visit without a treble there for Bradley, but still 6 darts from 110.
30.
So only one treble needed, of course, in this combination. And we'll probably go for the 18s. Yeah, it does do. So just looks to set it up.
42.
And still with time on his side, he will be back for that 68. Shaun just struggling to settle here in these early stages, but
30.
it's a long format game, so first to 6 legs will take the win, but you can draw 5 all. So we'll see how that pans out the nearer we get to that score line. And would you believe it, he's actually scored 68 with 2 darts there, but only wanted the 16. So can Shaun drag himself back into this leg? That's a good start.
140.
And a timely 140 there. So from nowhere, Shaun has dragged himself back into this one, and Bradley will rue the fact that he's busted that last score. We'll have to go 13s now. And that has an unfortunate time to get a bounce out.
60. 62.
And he didn't want the treble 19 either. So Shaun does get an opportunity at tops.
26.
Start there to hold his throw. Bradley still hasn't had a dart of double yet to try and break the throw, but he does do. Stacks it up nicely. Not an easy double 3, as we know. Probably the hardest on the board, but does take it out in the end in 26 darts. So strong start. Averages this season?
25.
Well, they're in the 50s range, low 50s, so that's the sort of benchmark we're looking for, and they both certainly started out at roughly that kind of score. So
40.
And certainly some fantastic scoring there from Bradley at the start of the first leg and Shaun towards the end. So it's just that consistency factor.
33.
But yeah, Shaun new to this competition. All organised, of course, by
140.
Another 140 there for Shaun, is second of this match. He'll take that one a leg. That would be good.
45.
And certainly giving him the advantage here. Yes, a few details then about Shaun. Well, he's averaging just over 50. He's hit 3 140s so far
11.
in this campaign. You can add 2 to that tally now. And he's enjoyed a 6-1 win over Chris Mepham and a 6-2 win over Richard Fisk as well. So
28.
he's enjoyed a winning start to this campaign. And this is the trickier of the ties, because this is actually in his household.
73.
And of course they know each other so well. But yeah, it must help to have a practice partner in the house. It's well, we've all been starved of in-person
26.
darts. I'm sure they can't wait for indoor hospitality to return in England. Just a couple of weeks away now, fingers crossed. And
59.
hopefully not too long after that. If restrictions get completely lifted, then in-person events as well. So, yeah, we'll certainly keep our fingers crossed for that.
137.
Lovely visit there from Bradley. Gets himself back into this leg. Shaun responding in kind. So 96 scored, wanted 82.
97.
And leaves a 2-darter. Can Bradley find another big visit like he did on that last
96.
effort? He does do. So suddenly a very interesting second leg here, early stages of this match. 81 needed for Shaun. 14. Okay.
24.
Well, not what he would have wanted. Bradley, good opportunity to pressurise that. May get a chance at the double. Wants tops now. That's unlucky.
76.
It's a good effort. So missed start there to double his lead and to hold his throw. Shaun still applying the pressure on the Bradley throw. Wants tops. Looks like a good marker.
18.
Both have just gone awry, haven't they? Aiming for tops. So they're going to have to tidy this up. Bradley will want the 3 for double 16. Is that awkward?
Game in 3.
And he does get there. Adjusts nicely on that third dart. And he doubles his lead, averaging just over 56. He took that out in 27 darts to back up the 26 darter he had at the start of this match in the first leg.
40.
Pressure now on Shaun to try and hold his throw here.
$57.
Mike Few, of course, our league organiser. Does a fantastic job.
30.
I think I'm right in saying it's over 90 players that started the season. And it's great to be able to give players an opportunity to be on the stream that perhaps wouldn't ordinarily.
41.
And certainly it's my aim later on in the year to try and get to some in-person events, perhaps in New Haven.
41.
Or in the Sussex region, and hopefully meet you all in person and try and do some streaming there. Fingers crossed. Let's see how the year pans out.
100.
Bradley applying the pressure on the Shaun throw. Another break of throw would be quite devastating at this point in these early going.
85.
Good treble there found by Shaun. He's got 2 140s to his name, but no legs as of yet. Bradley has got 2 tons and has been efficient on the finishing side of things.
56.
And has a 58-point advantage here. So after 12 darts, so
33.
and still has the advantage here. So Bradley, at this point, started the stronger and is looking
45.
to extend his lead to 3 legs to nil and break the throw.
41.
Give you some more information about Bradley's campaign last season in a minute.
95.
Another good visit right on cue. Gets him down to a finish of 107. Essentially stolen the throw here from Shaun.
45.
And we'll have 6 darts from 107 because 186 is not a finish. So treble 17 now. Oh, that's an interesting way to go. Double 15. 92 scored, I think.
92.
It's interesting to go for the double 15 there, but he did have a chance, and that could have been a 21 dart leg.
98.
It's a good recovery there from Shaun. Just reminds Bradley that this isn't over yet in this particular leg. So double 6 needed. That's right on the wire. He wants double 3 again.
12.
Leaves himself the tricky proposition of 1-1-1 if he gets the opportunity. Oh, he wants double 15 as well. And he's missed as well. Tricky double 15.
68. 70, 73.
Good opportunity though. Carved it out really well there, Shaun. And Bradley, well, he's got the tricky. Well,
No score.
that was what happens to me. So difficult to get that double, that single one when you've got 3 left. My goodness.
9 scored.
This is the double 3 to get his first leg on the board. Can Bradley get the single one this time? Looks like he has. Looks to be a blocker.
1.
Well, nervy times here. Oh, we split it, so double 2. Slipped into the
No
double
score.
17. This is very difficult. So Madhouse then for Bradley. Doesn't want to go inside with the first dart. Seems so
No
obvious
score.
to say. And he has done.
No score.
Well, these are average killers, aren't they? Legs like these, but so important to get over the line. That looks to be a good marker for Bradley. Another bounce out.
Game in 3.
And he does get there eventually. Doesn't matter how you get over the line. He did do it. And does get a second successive break of throw. Leads 3-0, averaging just over 50. And he'll look to back up that break of throw by holding
45.
here. Yes, a bit of information about Bradley and his campaign from last season.
62.
Hit 27 tons during his campaign. God, that's a lot, isn't it? Fantastic. And 6 140s.
59.
He won 1, drew 2, and lost 4.
85.
And his best results were a 5-3 win over Chris Mepham with a 50 average, 50.18. Certainly playing to that sort of standard at the moment, so that's the sort of
41.
that is the sort of benchmark that we're looking for here. Certainly not much to choose between them, is there, in terms of the
95.
scoring aspect? It's just that Bradley's finishing has proved to be that pivotal factor, and Shaun has had opportunities to win those legs.
47.
But Bradley has been the one to take them out when called upon. Now Shaun's applying a bit of pressure here to the Bradley throw. A couple of trebles.
66.
Well found with that last one. It's always really rewarding, that, isn't it, when you hit a single 1 and a single 5 and then able to thread it into the treble 20 with the last dart. I can't say I do that very often, but on the rare occasion that I have, it is
42.
it is rewarding. Likewise, you hit a treble 20 with your first dart and then the next two go in the single 1 and the single 5. It's very, very annoying. And that does happen quite a lot, in fairness.
45.
So Shaun is down to finish first. On to 148 after 15. Bradley some way back here.
42.
And Shaun will have 6 darts from 148, in fact, to break the Bradley throw and to get his first leg on the board. Knows that it's important to try and set himself up, which is why he was telling himself off there. But he does leave Shanghai. Bradley has been unable to find a treble 20. Well, right on cue, he does find one there. Finds another. This will be nice.
140.
Very nice indeed. Now it gets interesting, doesn't it? So Bradley's down to 85. Shaun needed the treble 20 there, just over pitched it.
40.
And Bradley now suddenly has this opportunity to hold his throw. It hasn't looked likely in this leg, but that 140 does change the complexion. Single 20 now will leave the bullseye. Oh, he's not going that route.
$69.
Well, it's a good last start. Leaves double 8. And Shaun on single 20 to leave top.
40.
But we're quite frustrated that he hasn't had a chance at a double here. And Bradley has double 8 for 4-0 in a leg which he's trailed most of the time. That's right on the wire. Wants double 2 now.
14.
Back in the madhouse. Shaun now wants tops to get his first leg on the board and a break. That's just in the double 5.
25.
Gosh, double 15's been a target a lot tonight already. Hit this before, Bradley, in the previous leg. He's getting progressively closer.
No score.
But not to be. So Shaun has to tidy up here. 7 or 3. Did go for 3 last time he was left on this, so you would expect that to be the same. 3's arguably slightly easier to hit. But he goes for the 7, so double 4.
No score.
Just slides into the 13, so back to the madhouse then for Bradley. Doesn't want to go inside.
No score.
I need to stop saying that. I think I'm cursing Bradley there when he's going for the madhouse. And that's double 7. So Bradley will be back for a shot at double 1.
Game in 1.
Straight in with his first dart. 4-0 the scoreline. Bradley holds his throw. Shaun faces an uphill task here to try and get back into this game. But he does have the throw in this 5th leg.
24.
And he did score very strongly at the start of that 3rd leg. So he will take some confidence from that, or will try to take some confidence from that. So
82.
he'll have to put the disappointment of that last leg to the back of his mind and focus on this one. Bradley's already hit a treble.
45.
Which does make things trickier. And a massive shout out, of course, to our sponsors, and I'll say this throughout the night
46.
as well. But to Sweet Flamengo, James Utility Services, he's available at jamesutilities.com. Achieve Greatness, which is the clothing label of Adrian Gray.
24.
And our sponsor for the league is St Winifred's Hospice. Do check out their website for more information. But yes, thank you to our sponsors as always for making this possible.
42.
And yes, the league runs for another few weeks yet.
140.
Lovely 140 there from Shaun, 3rd of the match. He's had no scores of between 100 and 139, but he has had 3 140s, so he's doubled the number that he's had in this season, just in this one match.
46.
So he does have that positive to hold on to. Yes, the league runs through until restrictions
81.
lift, so it's designed to coincide with that. So fingers crossed that all goes well.
40.
Do leave a comment in the chat if you're watching. We'll give you a shout out, of course.
$43.
Shaun down to finish first. He's on to 144.
96.
And a well-found treble there from Bradley brings him right back into this leg. So only 5 points separate them after 18 darts.
58.
And also, thank you very much, by the way, if you've you do watch this channel and you've subscribed. It's very much appreciated. We are past 300 subscribers now, so very much appreciate that.
65.
So 2 points separate them now.
71.
Well, there we go. An opportunity there for Shaun. Couldn't quite grasp it. So 79 left here. That looks like double 11. Double 11 for 5-0.
62.
Missed opportunity for 5-0. Shaun has 15 again to take care of. He's been on this a number of times.
There
Looks
it
like
is in 2.
Yes, he'll be pleased with that one. It was very close in the previous visit, wasn't he, to take that out, but it's Bradley's throw. So that was a 26 darter. And Bradley now has an opportunity to
87.
potentially all the pictures magically improved. Fantastic. Look at that. I have no idea what happened there, but it's improved, so great.
26.
I'd like to take all the plaudits for that.
55. 62.
Well, both players seem to have settled into a rhythm of this now, haven't they? So that's good to see. And again, new experience for both players being on a stream. They've not experienced that before. And as we always like to say,
9.
when in-person darts isn't available, virtual darts is the next best thing. And virtual stream darts always applies
11.
that extra bit of pressure to proceedings. So anything that these players can experience now and can take out with them into the real world when we're allowed back out again,
85.
can only be a good thing. Bradley's hit a couple of trebles here, recovers well from that 9 in the previous visit.
140.
And another 140 for Shaun. That's his fourth of this match. And only 3 points separate them after 12 darts. So very good going.
11.
Bradley, you can hear the frustration in his voice. Shaun looks to apply the pressure.
45.
Can't quite find the treble. It was close. So still a slender advantage to Bradley on his own throw.
39. 45.
Nervy stuff here. Bradley knows that if he can get the extra leg, he will, or win this leg, he'll force the issue, because he'll be guaranteeing himself a point.
135.
A great time to hit a 135. 3 tons to Bradley's name, 1 ton plus score so far in this fixture.
26.
And Shaun can only leave 146, so Bradley certainly in the stronger position of the two players. Wants another single 20 to leave tops for 5-1.
60.
Should be back for that. Ooh, will he? This is on. Oh.
133.
It's a good effort. So there we go. Shaun has managed to carve that out for himself. Had a shot at double 13 to make it 4-2 and to break the Bradley throw for the first time in this match. But Bradley holds his nerve really well there. And 25 dart leg. That's his best leg of the match. And by doing so, he guarantees himself a point. Because Shaun, now, the best he can hope for is to force the draw. He needs to win the next 4 legs on the spin
60.
in order to do so. A steady 60 to kick off things in this 7th leg. Averages have gone up, as you can see. They took a bit of a dive after both had double trouble.
66.
But they've now gone back into the 50s, which what we're expecting to see. And most of the matches tonight should be in that sort of region.
26.
So Bradley then will hope to break the Shaun throw for the 3rd time. Well, he's already done it twice in this match.
85.
And is looking for his 3rd break of throw here to wrap this match up. 6-1 to take the points.
81.
Shaun certainly scoring a lot better.
81.
Josh Congor, thanks very much for watching as always.
41.
Paul Davis, presumably cheering on Shaun.
$36.
And I wish I could take credit for this, but the picture's sorted itself out there, hasn't it?
40.
Let's see, Stuart Gray, who's up in our next match, has just entered into the waiting room. So Stuart, if you're watching, don't worry, you'll be up shortly against Hayley Phillips. And that'll be the next game that follows this.
57. 57, 78. 84.
Oh. So Bradley on to 149.
140.
And another 140 for Shaun. That's his 5th of this match. Really impressive. He gets down to a finish as well, on to 113. So Bradley then can't take out the 149. Was hoping to get over the line in this leg.
44.
So Shaun then, this will be some way to save himself.
$43.
So Shaun leaves himself 70. Will he get an opportunity at it? Bradley wants 105. Won't go now.
30.
So Shaun wants tops.
50.
Well, missed opportunity there to keep himself alive in this match, and Bradley may well have a match dart coming in here. So starts on the bullseye. He could slide one in next door, couldn't he? But wants double 16 for the match.
43.
One match dart missed. Shaun back
There
for
it
double
is in
10, and he does get there. So that's a 25 dart leg as well. Shaun keeps himself alive here. And if Mike Few can hear me, who's the league secretary, if you could just text Stuart and Hayley, who are in the next match, to say
34.
that I'll let them into the waiting room as soon as this match finishes.
60.
Shaun needs the next 3 legs and now needs to break the Bradley throw, which he's been unable to do in this
44.
match. He's got close, but he hasn't been able to break the Bradley throw, and he's going to need to do so here to keep his hopes alive, because if he doesn't, he will come
26.
on the end of a 6-2 defeat in this father-son contest. Bradley in again.
85.
Well found treble at a pivotal moment.
36. 97.
Well, 2 trebles in as many turns for Bradley. That really does set him up here, and Shaun needs to find a big visit of his own, which he's doing so.
83.
So it was a good response. 50 points, just over 50 points, the advantage here for Bradley.
$11.
And is that a slip? So Shaun can really drag himself back into this leg now. Great start to his visit.
100.
Another ton, second ton of the match for him, plus his 5 140s. Bradley's hit 3 tons and 1 140. So Shaun winning in that particular department, but Bradley's finishing has proved to be the difference.
60.
Leaves the big fish. We haven't seen one yet in this league. It's another good visit from Shaun. How unlucky is that?
120.
And he was going for all 3 to leave double 8, but would you believe it? Just hanging by a wire at the end. No big fish for Bradley. Can he leave himself handily placed?
26.
No is the answer. So Shaun has 76. He should get a dart at this. I can see Dan Green has entered the waiting room as well. Dan will be on last, so
36.
Tops then left for Shaun. The 144 won't go, so Shaun is dragging himself back into this contest.
68.
Does need to take out this tops pretty quickly, because otherwise more match darts are incoming. And Shaun does take out the darts. A 22 darter. Breaks the Bradley throw for the first time in this contest. So if Shaun can hold here, it forces the decider. Bradley is guaranteed a point at this stage. Shaun is rallying well. It's 1-2 legs on the spin. The momentum has just shifted.
100.
And starts with a ton here. So it's got interesting. Averages have crept up into those mid-50s.
$28.
Only the 28 from Bradley. So Shaun, if he can find a few more trebles,
45.
he's really going to set himself up here to try and force the decider.
$58. 80.
I do apologise. Of course, I got the wrong caption on the scorecard. I'm sorry about that. I thought I'd corrected that, but I will sort that out for the next one.
47.
Shaun then with a healthy advantage here to try and force the
28.
decider. Only 28. Bradley has been unable to find a treble in this 9th leg. Needs to find one quickly. Otherwise, it will be throwing in that last leg decider.
26.
But under a great deal more pressure than he might have anticipated.
$140.
What a time to get a 140 after 15 darts. He's on to 108. And Bradley just has to try and hit and hope here.
85.
Does find a treble, but might be too late.
42.
So 66 remaining for Shaun. He will be back for that. Bradley way back in the mid 200s. Needs a big visit. That's a good way to start. To leave himself a finish.
125. There it is in 2.
What a great visit there. Treble 10 followed by double 18. In 20 darts to hold throw. So 21 and a 21 and a 20 dart leg for Shaun. And it's forced the decider. So this is the final leg. Bradley is throwing first. He did come good there towards 99. The end of that with his scoring.
26.
So advantage Bradley here. Remember, Bradley is guaranteed a point regardless. Shaun can hope for the draw. So
40.
2 results are possible at this stage. Bradley can't lose.
Oh, done it again. 28.
Well, he's not missing by much, Shaun, but not quite what he would have wanted. So Bradley now in the box seat.
81.
Hits another treble 20. Right on cue.
Done it again. Green a 28.
Shaun telling himself off. He knows this is a crucial leg, the most crucial of them all. He's done ever so well to rattle 3 legs off in a row.
58.
When 5-1 down, Bradley's found his scoring range once again.
45.
No treble for Shaun, so Bradley can set himself up here. That's a great way of doing so.
135.
Just on the wire there. But a fantastic leg. On to 88 after 15 darts. Nothing Shaun can do than try and
40.
apply some pressure, which he can't do. So plenty of time for Bradley here to wrap this one up. Doesn't have to go the bullseye route. Treble 17 perhaps. Oh, he's gone for treble 19. I would have left double 15.
68.
But does leave himself double 10 when he returns. That could be a 19 dart leg to clinch the win.
41.
No treble for Shaun. So plenty of time for Bradley, but he'll want to take care of it.
No score.
Well, he will be back. Shaun needs to fill them up. He can't do so.
40.
Still no treble. So frustrating. More match darts incoming for Bradley. And it won't happen this time. So chooses to bust.
No score.
Shaun back in 2-5-3. Can leave himself a finish after this. We'll just sense that Bradley's frustrated.
83.
And leaves himself the big fish. So Bradley wants double 10. Missed lots of match darts, and I think he's busted that.
No score.
This will be some way to secure the draw. But it won't happen. So reprieve for Bradley. He's missed a lot of match darts, but
63.
he can. It won't matter if he does take it out here. Scored so heavily at the start of this leg. He's getting closer.
10.
Just on the either side of the wire. So Shaun, one treble needed in this combination. He's going to get a dart, you know. Oh, well, I said that. I've jinxed him. He's got 15 left. Wanted the 7 to leave tops. Yeah, so 15 left. So he'll probably stay there for a 7.
95.
Well, will he regret that? Double 5 for Bradley. Not the easiest of doubles. Needs to tidy up now. Wants double 2 for the match.
No score.
And he's busted. And Shaun, well, he wants double 6 for the draw. Double 3. Difficult double.
6 scored.
God, you can feel the tension, can't you? Both players have had darts now to either draw the match or to win. Double 5 for Bradley, and he does get
Game
there.
1.
And there we go. So he takes the win. I'll just fade them down. Good hold of nerve there in the end for Bradley. He'll be frustrated. He could have won that 6-1, of course, remember, but he did do very, very well to just cling on. Shaun dug his heels in and rattled off 3 legs on the spin from 5-1 down. Really good effort there. 4 tons for Shaun. 6-140 is absolutely on fire. And a best leg of 20 darts. High checkout of 66. Bradley, well, he had 5 tons, 1 score of 140. And broke the throw twice. That was crucial. Best leg of 25. And runs out a 6-4 winner. So thank you very much for watching that one. 2 games to go tonight. Next one is Hayley Phillips and Stuart Gray. And if Hayley and Stuart are watching, they can join the waiting room. And we'll get set up for the next match. Thanks again. Right, so another game upcoming for you here between Stuart Gray and Hayley Phillips. And it is a 5th division match, best of 10. Stuart Gray on the left of your screen, Hayley Phillips on the right. So I'm just going to give them they're just talking off camera. I'm just going to make contact with the players and we'll get things underway. Okay, both. So you're still on mute at the moment. So you'll have 9 darts and then I'm turning your microphone levels up. Okay, so good luck to you both. Okay. Oh, so it's Matthew Kiernan.
Matt's good for me.
Thank you for following. Matt. That's great. Cool. Good luck to you both.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Okay, I think I can actually hear the video in the background, so hopefully they switch that off. I might just drop them a line actually.
There's a bit of delay on the old telly, so you can.
Oh yes, you might want to switch that off actually because.
Yeah, I've just done it.
Yeah, thank you. Cool. So it's Hayley Phillips to get us underway here. Ball is with her, and last season she was 8th in the 5th division. Stuart Gray was 8th in the 2nd. So statistically, again, should be a close.
Right,
Match
I'm
this.
as ready as I will be.
We're ready, Hayley.
Stuart said he can hear your telly.
I know.
Dan Green, thanks for watching. Dan Green's up next against Dan Carter. Battle of the Dans. Stephen Cross, thank you as always for tuning in and watching.
You see my board right, Hayley, actually.
Always
I
appreciated.
don't look, to be honest, but it's in the right hand corner, so yeah.
No worries.
I don't
Wait,
check, I trust people.
Stephen Cross hasn't been on the stream yet this season, but I'm sure will be before the end of the season. And Phillips will get us underway.
Have we been given the go-ahead yet?
Yes, yeah, go for it, Hayley. Go for it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All the best, Hayley. Cheers, Matt.
Okay, darling.
Phew, and we're there. And again, what you have to remember, of course, is that this is a new experience
45.
for a lot of the people involved, and the great thing that Mike Few, the league organiser, has been able to create here is to allow basically everyone to get on the stream
100.
at least once, and you know, that could be a bit of a scary thing for those that perhaps aren't used to the technology, but
60.
it's a great opportunity once it comes through. So Gray versus Phillips here. First to 6 legs.
41.
And remember, it's possible to draw 5 all in this, so just keep that in the back of your mind. And that, of course, came into play in that last match in the Battle of the Williams.
81.
And as we say, it looked like Bradley was home and dry there, leading his father 5-1.
100.
First ton of the match for Hayley, 1 ton each in this leg. But Shaun battled well, won 3 on the spin to force that last leg decider. And Bradley just came into his own.
100.
before
Darts.
both players missed darts to get their respective results. And Bradley sort of fell over the line, but did get the win.
55.
Won't care about that. Gray applying pressure to the Phillips throw here in this early exchange. It's found the treble 20 at least 3 times so far.
99.
And there's another occasion. So he started strongly here.
$85.
Lovely last start there from Phillips. If you are watching, do leave a comment in the chat. Let us know who you're cheering on. I've noticed there's a bit of discussion about ways to go for 68. And
yeah, 18-3.
And a lovely check out there for Gray to kick us off. That's an 18 dart break of throw. What a strong start that is. I think that's his best leg, if I've got this correct. I think that's his certainly best leg of
Come on.
compared to last season, and he's just I think he's missed the board there.
65.
Oh, he's actually found tops. It's always a nice one to miss, isn't it, when you hit tops by accident? That happens to me quite a lot.
$26.
Opponents don't mind too much because they hit the treble 20. So yes, do have some information here about both players. Hayley Phillips last season hit 28 tons and 3 140s. Had 1 win and 6 losses actually in that 5th division campaign. He's in the 5th division this time.
52.
So all the averages from last season have been recalculated, and they've been put into various divisions based on those statistical
43.
Results that Mike found. And this is the results. Evenly matched virtual darts, which is always good to see.
45.
More enjoyable than playing against the computer. And that's a really nice. Both players have got really nice surrounds there, and I particularly like Stuart's because, of course, that I think that is the Sweet Flamengo logo.
30.
Who are one of our sponsors, along with James Utility Services, available at jamesutilities.com. Achieve Greatness, that's Adrian Gray's clothing label.
26.
And our charity of choice for the season, St Winifred's Hospice. Do check them out on the internet.
How much, Stuart? 31.
Slow going here in this second leg. Stuart flew out of the blocks with that 18 darter and hasn't been able to find a treble in this leg. Neither has Hayley as of yet.
45.
So it's just evened off in terms of the scoring in this race to 6. Do leave a comment in the chat.
41.
$81.
There's the first treble. Brings Hayley right back into this leg, applying pressure on the Gray throw. Gray's just not been able to get going here in this second leg to try and consolidate that early break of throw.
26. Shocking.
Telling himself off. Phillips perhaps sensing that she's got an opportunity here to break back.
85.
And back-to-back
Thank
visits of a score in the 80s is certainly going to apply the pressure. She's down to finish first, onto 1-4-1 on the Gray throw.
Oh.
Is it a double 5 there? That's why he's telling himself off.
50.
So Phillips has 6 darts from 141 to equalise.
81.
Yeah.
Well, Phillips, very impressively, has gone 81, 85, 81 in the last 3 visits. Treble a turn. It's always difficult to contend with. Treble a turn.
43.
And that's why this opportunity of 60 for 1-all has presented itself. Although she's missed the board there. So now wants tops. Can she use that first one as a marker, perhaps?
25.
Well, 35 remaining. 128. So 2 bites of the cherry here for Gray. That was good to me.
56.
Double 9 for Phillips. For 1-all.
17.
She really wanted the 3. And to leave double 16. I think Gray was going double. Now needs to find a way through those 2.
54.
Blocked him out. So now both players on 18. Phillips now wants double 9. She just needs to go a bit lower. That's a better marker. Look at that. Surely she can use that.
No score.
Right, on the wire. How unlucky is that? Same target for Gray for 2-0.
First dart.
Well, he wouldn't have expected that, really. He knows he battled away to hold his throw there. 34 dart leg. But 2-0 the scoreline. That's the important stat in all of that. And onwards we go into this third leg. Gray has
28.
consolidated his break of throw. Gray last season, difficult campaign. Did hit 29 tons and won 140.
60.
High check out of 92. But did suffer 7 defeats, unfortunately.
100.
But is now in a division sort of matches up with the stats. Nice ton there for Phillips, her second of this match.
76.
Great. Gets back into it.
$25.
Fortunate bounce out.
$60.
So Gray with a slender advantage. He's keeping it straight. As is Phillips here in return.
60.
So Gray's scoring seems to be
60.
improving, averaging in the high 50s, obviously helped by that 18 dart opener. Phillips also throwing
60.
nice and straight. 4 scores of 60 in a row. 2 each, of course. Gray switching to the 19s to try and leave a
57.
finish. 95 would have left the 150. But no finish for Gray. Can Phillips get one? She'll need to switch to the 18s to do so. She does do.
58.
So leaves the big fish, which I'm absolutely determined that we're going to see before the end of the season.
43.
Here we go. Well, that's a good marker, isn't it? But it won't happen this time. But
60.
Phillips does leave a nice finish of 110 if she gets the opportunity. 145 won't go for Gray. So Phillips has been both Phillips and Gray have been very steady here, unable to find a treble.
55.
Good thinking. 105 left, going for the bullseye. Just makes things slightly easier for himself. 90 left, onto the treble 18. So Phillips thinking clearly.
50.
But Gray's already taken this out, of course, in the first leg. We'll hope to draw on that experience here. Wants another big 20. Oh, I think he wants double 10 now.
60.
Well, he was telling himself off, but did have an opportunity there for 3-0. Phillips will now have to try and hold throw here. So wants the single 20. She just missed the big 20 with her first darts. I had to readjust. Double 7 now for Gray. Won't go, so he can either bust or hit the 3.
16.
Tops then for Phillips to hold her throw.
That's 40 and 1.
Takes it out.
80.
Holds a throw in 28 darts. So remember, this is a 5th division match. I'm fairly right, sure, in saying that there's 8 divisions. Premier and then down to 7. I think that's right. And it's one of the great things about this league. There really is something for everyone.
50.
From those in the Premier Division that are county standard down to complete beginners and everyone in between.
$60.
Well, lots of very steady scoring in this one. Hopefully I haven't jinxed them. Notice the 180 Gladiator board on the left there for
Sorry.
Stuart.
80.
Stuart finds double top again. Well, I think as a friend said to me, if you're going to hoik it, Matthew, hoik it properly.
53.
That's normally when I hit a treble 12. That's the worst, isn't it? Treble 12 or the treble 18. Ugh. Well, they all count.
55.
And Gray ticking along here. Can't quite put daylight between him and Phillips on his throw.
67.
Good recovery. And Phillips, good switching. Only 5 points separate them now, so it's another close game here. Last game went to a last leg decider. Was this just starting to show that starting to
42. Come on, Stewie.
feel like a final leg decider, I wonder?
85.
Phillips finding the big trebles
Thank you.
more regularly, which will give Gray cause for concern. Heard him telling himself off there, trying to G himself up. Knows he needs to find that scoring power that he had in that first leg.
77.
Well, finds the treble 19. Drag himself back involved.
47.
Both players knocking on the door of a finish but couldn't quite get there. So
57.
Gray down to 140 after 18. Phillips hoping to join him on a similar finish. That's a great start to her visit.
99.
Good thinking. Gets her down to 90. Lots of pressure on Gray now. Needs a big treble. Needs pressure on here.
The 8.
Phillips then with a golden opportunity to level things up. Should get a chance at the bullseye. Oh, she went straight to the 18s.
42.
Some players like to go for single 20 bullseye, or the treble would leave double 5. Or double 15, of course. On to double 16. Good going there from Gray. Found the treble 20 with a second dart. So now Phillips wants tops to level things up at 2 alls. He's already hit this. Good marker. Look at that. Surely she can use that.
28.
Unfortunate deflection. Proved to be a hindrance in the end. And now Gray wants double 16. 3 clear darts at it. 4, 3, 1. Looks to be a good marker.
Yeah, second dart.
And he does get there.
Yeah, good dart.
Second dart. Sneaks into the bottom of the bed. Holds his throw in 26 darts. Averages in the 50s, as we suspected they would be. Gray's in the high 50s. Hayley just above 53. So a good standard.
60.
Good standard on show here. Gray will fancy his chances here of trying to accelerate towards the finish line.
Oh, sorry again. I mean, 120.
Well, Gray's hit tops again when he wasn't looking for it, but apologises.
$85.
Josh Congor rightly pointing out that the only way to go on 68 is 18 bullseye.
11.
I have seen a player try that before, and obviously missed the bullseye
60.
with the second dart. So
The other one.
that's a problem, because then if you have 25 left with your last darts, you've got to try and go for the 9.
40. Come on.
Stuart again, you can hear telling himself off there. Phillips pretty strong on our throw. 60, 85 and 60.
60.
Another 60. I mean, can't argue with that. Forces the issue then for the Gray to try and hit a treble.
$60.
They were all close as well. So 34 points the difference here. In the favour of Phillips.
Oh, 47.
So Phillips not quite down to a finish. A ton would be useful here for Gray, but it won't happen now.
Oh. 32.
Definitely advantage Phillips now. 49 points. The advantage.
$85.
Another treble. Timely treble, and it's been played in a nice spirit as well. Stuart and Hayley saying good darts to one another, which is always great to hear. That's the great thing about virtual darts. It is
140.
Oh, that's a very timely 140 from Gray. Just at the right time. Drags himself back into this leg. And applying pressure. But that looks good to me. Oh no, it was just an unfortunate deflection.
34.
Chance here for Gray then to break the Phillips throw. Does need to find a treble in order to get a chance to do so. Just have to set it up now.
Oh, brilliant, Stuart. 49.
Halves his score. Phillips wants 70. So 20 or 12. Wants tops. Has already hit this.
30.
Missed chance then for Phillips. So Gray back for a chance to break the Phillips throw for the second time in this match.
Cool.
Oof. I think he wants double five. He does want double five.
Oh dear. 44.
Gray, you can hear the disappointment in his voice. He knew that was a bit of a flyer, that first one.
That's 40 in 1.
And Phillips takes full advantage, holds throw in 25 darts, which is very steady. Stuart trying to G himself up, as you can hear. And onwards we go in this sixth leg. Averages in the 50s. Hayley just above 55, which is good going. And Stuart just above 58.
140.
And a 140. And you can hear the Stuart sort of disappointed 140. It's a frustrated 140 because he knows he would have wanted that in the last leg.
60.
He did hit that big score just towards the end of the last leg to really get himself back in to it after a slow few visits. So
45.
just frustrated, but a good strong start on his throw in this sixth leg.
27.
And James Stevenson's watching. Much appreciated, James, as always.
41.
And James is one of the sponsors of the stream and is available at jamesutilities.com.
Sorry about that. 76.
There's that treble 12 I was talking about earlier. I hit that very regularly. Still advantage Gray's been unable to follow up that big visit on the first visit of this leg.
41.
Three scores in the 40s. Telling himself off there. Phillips, if she can find a treble, she'll really make this a competitive one.
41, it's scratching.
Being played in a good spirit, as you can hear. Gray's first dart just dropping low, causing him to switch.
94.
Well, it was a good switch, wasn't it, with that second dart? And leaves himself 140 after 15 darts.
140.
And another 140, speaking of which.
Thank you.
So now, 140 plays 157. Ton here for Gray would be lovely. Needs a treble. He's not far away.
100.
Well found with his last dart. So he leaves tops after 18. The 157 won't go. So it's a strong end to this leg from both players.
40.
Tops then for Gray. This will be for a 19 dart hold of throw. To back up the 18 darter he hit in the first leg.
I'll have to have a look at it now, Fizzy. No.
It's just,
Sorry.
yes, it looked just on the wire. So that's the again the perils of home darts. There's no referee to tell you, and it just upset his
30.
rhythm.
Round of applause for that. Rubbish.
He's telling himself off in an amusing way. So Hayley wants 117. 98 left. Can't be done now.
Oh, 40.
So, 10 left for Stuart. Wants double 5. Awkward double. Has to tidy up now. Single 1 for double 2.
6.
Missed a chance there for 4-2. The difference between 4-2 and 3 all. Oh, I don't need to tell you what that means. Single 12 was needed there for the bullseye. That's why Hayley was frustrated.
37.
She leaves tops. Will she get an opportunity? Double 2 for Gray for 4-2. Composes himself.
Oh, no score.
Strays
Come on.
into the single 17. Always frustrating when that happens. And Hayley, well, for the 2 legs she's won, she's hit double top. Good marker. Definitely a favourite double, isn't it? Getting closer.
That's 40 in 3.
And you just sensed that
Yeah, we don't know.
that was going to happen.
Your no score's not going on, Stuart.
Sorry?
Oh, a
Your
few,
no score.
few
is
knacker
not gone
issues
on.
here.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, a few knacker issues, but it's all fine now. So, 3 apiece. And basically a best of 4 now. So, remember, all 3 results are still on the table. If a player can win,
41.
it's 3 more legs to get over the finishing line. Get to 5 legs, so a best of 5, isn't it, rather? Sorry, apologies.
25.
3 more legs for either player. We'll see them get over the finishing line, but 5 all is the draw. Does have the feeling of going all the way, this one.
Thursday.
Now, what can Gray do? Both have made slow starts to this 7th leg. No troubles yet for either player. Slender advantage for Gray.
$41.
Still 1 game to come after this one. Dan Green taking on Dan Carter in the Battle of the Dans.
Come on, Stu. 61.
Gray telling himself off, as you can hear, just frustrated.
30.
Craig Stoner, thanks for tuning in, cheering on Hayley Phillips.
97.
Good visit there from Gray. You can hear Hayley trying to G herself up now.
60.
Bit of venom in those. Gray looking for a treble.
83.
So,
Does find one. Doesn't get down to a finish, but he's had a couple of strong visits. Last 2 throws, and he's putting pressure on the Phillips
25.
throw. So Gray on 175 after 15 before these are thrown.
95.
And is now down to 80, which a checkout, of course, he has already hit in this match. Phillips has to hit big. Can't leave a finish now.
100.
Does hit her third ton though of this match. Great. 75 remaining. Needs to go for treble 17, you feel.
$16. Cracking. Oh shit, you read 16.
Let's just type that in incorrectly. He's going to fix that on the knacker. We'll be back for that.
60.
Phillips down to
Just
114.
changing my side. Hayley, sorry.
No problem.
So 64 left for Stuart. Oh, blimey. Got turbulence. So great. Treble 8 or treble 16. Looks to be treble 8. Wants tops now.
$24.
On the wire. Opportunity for a break. Not to be. So Phillips went for treble 18. Will probably, yeah, goes to switch. So
39.
Gray now back for tops. Getting closer.
No score.
More missed darts
Okay.
for Gray, and Phillips now should at least get one to try and hold her throw here. 73 left now. That gets harder.
$90.
Just the 19. So Gray wants tops then. Another opportunity for him. Double 10.
Oh, Jesus Christ. One.
Oh, sorry. I do apologise. He went into. He went in.
This, Joe.
Melonhead.
Okay, so Hayley wants double 10.
56 in 3.
Tidies up, punishes Gray there.
What a wally.
Perhaps an opportunity that Hayley wouldn't have been expecting, but she mops up and leads 4-3. So she goes within one leg of guaranteeing herself a point. Gray scored well and just got a bit of finish line fever in that leg.
95.
That's
You can still hear the disappointment in Gray's voice, as he knows that he really could have taken a huge step towards the finishing
45.
line, because he would have had the advantage of throwing first in this leg, having potentially broken the Phillips throw in that last leg. So not to be.
5.
He'll have to put that to the back of his mind. Unfortunate bounce out there as well. When it rains, it pours, of course. Always seems to be the way.
70.
Lovely last dart there from Phillips after the first two flyers. Always great to hit a treble 20 with the last dart when the first two have gone slightly awry. I don't do it very often, I have to say.
80. Jesus.
And
Love it.
another
Christ.
another bounce out. And just to make reference to the show that's on at the moment,
26.
obviously Stuart saying Jesus, it's Jesus, Mary and Joseph and the wee donkey, isn't it? So Gray with a 59-point advantage. Looks to be starting strongly in this fourth visit of this leg.
66.
Daft.
Scoring wise, 4 tons for Stuart, 2 140s. Hayley's hit 3 tons and 1 ton 40.
41.
It's advantage Gray in this leg. Stuart were to win this leg, it means that we will have 2 more.
$81.
There we are.
Well found treble there for Phillips. Great.
40.
Gets down to a finish first. On to 135.
$32.
6 starts from here for Gray. Doesn't have to start on the bullseye. There's 35 of them.
50.
It's down to 85. Phillips just has to try and leave herself a finish here. 15 or bullseye perhaps.
Oh. 25.
Not to be, so plenty of time here for Gray. Can go 20 tops, but we'll probably try and go for treble 18. If you've got 70 left, or we can go for treble 10, of course.
Oh, brilliant, Stuart. You absolute idiot. Oh, dear.
Stuart telling himself off. Thankfully, he isn't swearing, which is good news.
35.
So 50 left for Gray. Phillips hoping to leave herself handily placed to apply some pressure to that. Can't find a treble.
60.
So Gray will have darts incoming here to level things up. Wants double 4.
50 and 2.
And that is a great way to go.
Yeah, well done.
Wasn't what I'm going for, Hayley. Sorry.
Brilliant. So there we go. Treble 14, double
None of
4.
it is it?
Fantastic.
Oh, come on.
Love it. Hey, it all works. They all work. So, definitely into the last 2 legs now. At this point, all 3 results are on the table. Hayley can get the win.
26.
Stuart can get the win. Or they can draw. So, whoever wins the next leg will guarantee themselves a point.
55.
Come on, Nick. Hey.
We've already had one. So that means, well, yeah, we've already seen one match go all the distance. And this one will go all the distance as well.
30.
$67.
$70.
Yeah.
A few visits there with a treble each. So Gray hoping to apply pressure to the Phillips throw.
Come on, Stu. 84.
Gray with the advantage now by 80 points.
What are you on?
Oh, 125.
Nearly a maximum. Does leave himself the big fish. I've just noticed, of course, that Stuart Gray with and Stuart Gray and Hayley Phillips both throw with multicoloured different flights, which is quite interesting.
22.
Right. I know he's big enough. No one's had a big fish yet.
No,
Pressure, mate.
big fish, Stuart. Here we go. You know I'm saying it on commentary when you watch this back.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Then there we go.
No. We are going to.
Come on, Stu.
We will.
Jesus.
We will get a big fish in the Chichester Virtual Dart Series before the end of the series.
Cracking. Oh, mate.
Stuart telling himself off. Yes, if you're watching and you haven't been on the stream yet so far in this season,
21.
set up the 170 and hit it. You know you want to. Stuart's actually on a bogey number after that. Can you believe?
45.
Leave himself Shanghai. Hayley
Right,
scoring.
you northern woman, sort it out.
Hayley also telling herself off.
$26.
Plenty of time here for Gray to break the Phillips throw. It'd be nice to take it out here.
Up, Stuart. 80.
Well, good recovery with the third dart. And even when they are telling themselves off, they are behaving themselves and not swearing, which is great. And which is easier said than done, believe me.
17.
Plenty of time for Gray. 4-3 down, remember.
Yeah, first dart.
Takes it out
Okay.
straight away. 22 darter. Breaks the throw and is now advantage Gray because he's throwing for the match. Averaging just over 57. Hayley just over 50. One more match following this. Battle of the Dans. Dan Green versus Dan Carter. I believe Dan Carter has been on the stream previously. Might not be right, actually.
40. Well,
We are watching
cracked
and
on my stem. Do you mind if I go and change it quickly?
It's alright with me.
Cheers.
a few running repairs then for Stuart Gray. Let's read out some of your comments in the chat. Ian Cook saying, nice to see a game without so much swearing. Brilliant. James Stevenson saying, shout out to Courtney Wilson and Mr. Krabbies. And well, Stuart's off to, if you're wondering what's happened, Stuart's off to repair a stem. It's always the way. Sounds like he might be back. Here we go. Here we go. I can see Dan Carter's in the waiting room. He'll be, I'll let you in a minute, Dan, at the conclusion of this leg. Which way will it go? Gray, of course, throwing to try and secure that win. I think he's at a double 20 on his first dart returning.
100.
That's
Cheers, mate.
It's nice to hit a ton after a short break like that.
$55.
Does that give Gray the advantage here? 55 points to the good at this point.
Come on. 40.
Good first dart there for Phillips.
100.
That's Hayley.
Hayley's fourth ton of this match, 140. Stuart's had 6
changed my
tons
score.
and 2
Put one in.
140s. Few knacker issues. But the score on your screen is correct. So just 5 points separate these two. Phillips, the best result she can hope for is a draw. Gray has guaranteed himself a point here.
$86.
Phillips could do with a treble.
45.
Can't quite find one. So Gray now in the box seat. Still advantage.
45.
No finish for Gray. No finish for Phillips either.
45.
Which way will this go?
Before.
So, Gray down to a finish first. On to 146 after 18 darts. Phillips needs to find a big score and quickly to apply the necessary pressure and to break the Gray throw.
Oh, 15.
Of course, that was a break of throw in that last leg. And Gray has 6 darts here then from 146. I think he was going for the bullseye.
$11. Rubbish, Stewie.
Stuart Gray telling himself off. Phillips with a great opportunity here.
85.
Drags herself back into this. So Stuart Gray will have to start on the bullseye, you feel. 25 or 50 will keep the checkout alive. Okay. 105 remaining. Can't be done, so...
What's his second number? Indeed.
Okay, can't tell what that is, so we went to have a look. 44 scored, 91 left, treble 17, you feel.
Come on, Stewie. 49. 59.
Phillips was starting on the 19s, as you do on 126.
30.
Well, it's nervy stuff this, and it's understandable. So Gray should have a match dart here at the end of this combination. Oh, I think he's gone for double 18.
18.
Well. So Phillips now 96 needs a treble in this combination. 81 left. Can't be done, so Gray will be back for more match darts.
Oh, toughy. 19.
Gray wants single 18 now. 4 tops. Match darts, remember?
Oh, come on. 38. Rubbish.
Match darts gone then for Gray. Will he get any more? Phillips should get a dart for the draw. Wants 12. And that's the second time she's done that in this match. She wanted the single 12 to leave the bullseye.
Oh, big miss. 25.
And couldn't get there. So double 10 then for the match for Gray.
Yeah.
And he gets there. So Gray
Okay,
does
bye-bye.
wrap it up.
Cheers, Harry.
6-4. He was 4-3 down.
That was.
I'm just gonna turn them down while they have a chat. But yes, 6-4. So Gray recovered there very nicely from 4-3 down to rattle off those legs. Of course, he started with that 18 darter in the match, flew out the blocks, and then averaged around 56 in the end. 6 tons, 2 pluses, 2 breaks of throw, and that 80 checkout as well in the first leg. Hayley Phillips, 4 tons, 1 ton 40, best leg of 25 darts and a high checkout of 56. So one more game to come. Dan Green takes on Dan Carter, and if they're listening or watching, do join the waiting room now, and we'll get you involved. And thank you very much for watching. We've got one more game to come, and stay tuned. Okie dokie. Final match of the evening. Dan Green versus Dan Carter. Battle of the Dans. My money's on Dan. Don't know about anyone else's. And Green versus Carter then. In this final match, we've seen 2 go the full distance. Will we see a third? Thanks so much for watching, of course. Now, if you are watching and you know either Dan on screen, then just let us know who you're cheering for.
Dan Green, Dan Carter, there you go. Right, that's my line.
I'm ready when you are, Dan.
Yep. All the best, then, Dan.
Right.
It's a Dan off.
24.
So, 5th division match, remember. Dan Carter has been on the stream previously.
59.
And this is a 5th division match, best of 10 legs, remember. You can draw.
Get in that 20s. 26.
Information about Dan Carter, 6th division runner-up last season.
58.
Season average of 54, that's what we're looking for here. 39 tons, 13 140s.
Yeah, good.
And did have a 5-1 win over Richard Fisk, averaging 64, so it's got a good pedigree behind him.
29.
So had a high checkout of 70, won 5 matches, drew 1, lost 1.
45.
I do think that board of Dan Green's looked a bit different. That's actually a blade 4. Gosh.
Put it up. 68.
Yeah, good fight.
Carter, first ton of the match in that last throw.
45.
That last score was 69.
Pervert.
Yeah.
Well, it is a Sunday night.
60. Let's change that previous one.
$84.
Done.
Good visit there from Carter, down to 126.
Oh, rubbish. 27.
Yes, it's a good point, Josh Congrel. The blade 4 was very good, and lasted me.
39.
Lasted me years and years and years. I think it lasted. I only got rid of it last year, so that would have been 7 years.
100.
Yeah, good.
So 87 for Carter. Wants treble 17. Wants double 16 now. This will be a nice way to kick things off.
87 in 3.
And that's a lovely checkout. Got the treble 17. That was the hard part. Break of throw straight away for Carter. Being played at a good pace this as well, so that should suit both players. Just a bit of information about Dan Green. 7th last year in the 3rd division. 1-2, drew 2 and lost 3.
100.
Did enjoy 5-1 win over Steve Mecro with a 52 average last season.
Yeah, good reply.
Ton followed by a ton. Nice standard so far from these two.
100.
There you go, mate.
Lovely. God, this is good. We'll take this every visit, guys. Green the first to blink.
Oh, there it is. 26.
Advantage Carter, hoping to consolidate that break of throw.
80.
Treble a turn, always difficult to contend with.
39.
At any level of darts, really.
$59.
Bogey number for Carter, but plenty of time on his side, barring a green maximum.
Fuck off. 26.
Sorry for the language there. The first swear word of tonight. I think we've agreed that we're going to have a Chichester Virtual Dance Series swear jar, and we'll donate to the St Winifred's Hospice if for all proceedings. So.
Stop doing that shit.
No, it is frustrating, of course.
65.
Yeah.
Good last dart from Green, saves his throw really, but 6 darts for Carter from 151. All in and around the treble 20.
95.
Does.
And that last one was certainly threaded in very nicely. 56 remaining.
41.
And still plenty of time for Carter to wrap up this 56. Wants tops now double 10.
36.
So Green, not on a finish here.
60.
Double 10 here for Carter for 2-0.
No score.
Busts it, so Green. Well, there's a big ask. 2 treble visit required.
Oh, great dot.
Nearly a swear word, but it wasn't.
62.
Good last dart. After 2 single ones. Oh, that's on the wire. That's on the inside of the wire.
10.
Now 82 needed for Green. So he may start on the bullseye. Okay, so 13 will leave the bullseye. Now wants the bullseye.
Dot. 51.
Double 5 for Carter for 2-0. Has been unable to wrap this
No
up.
score.
And double trouble here. 4 visits for 56 and hasn't been able to take it out. Double 8 now for Green.
15.
So double trouble as well for Green. So Carter with a reprieve. He's had loads of chances, but he does get there eventually. Could have been finished 4 or 5 visits ago, but he got over the line in the end. 2-0 the scoreline. Green had opportunities there.
44.
Carter certainly throwing
60.
nice and straight. 3 tons so far to Green's 2 tons.
Oh, wow. Aye, come on. 37.
Green just frustrated there. Slightly wayward. Carter certainly the
60.
straighter of the 2. He's not hitting a treble. He's hitting the next best thing, a big 20 or a big 19.
43.
Carter again applying pressure on the green throw, or trying to.
44.
thanks ever so much for watching once
60.
again. Past 300 subscribers now. And appreciate you guys subscribing as always and tuning into these.
82.
Darts.
Great to. Most of these players are based in the Sussex area, so it's great to be able to showcase
60.
Yeah, steady.
that county and the surrounding counties and their players. You may not be familiar with.
40.
Hopefully we'll be after these streams, and later on in the year, hopefully, of course, we're hoping for in-person streams as well.
29.
I know I've been invited to New Haven later on in the year, so hopefully that will come through.
100.
Darts.
Need a vaccine first. Hopefully not long before that either. Carter, down to 115.
Oh, get out.
Green is Green telling himself off
43.
audibly, so we can hear that. So and Carter will be able to hear as well. I just wonder whether he'll feed off of that. So yeah, didn't have to go the 19 route there because he knew that Green wasn't on a finish. So he leaves 65. And Green now unable to find a treble this leg.
54.
So Carter, 65, wants tops now for 3-0. Second break of throw.
65 in 3.
Lovely
Yeah, good
checkout.
luck, mate.
24 darts, that one. Matches his best leg. So generally getting it done within 8 visits, which is a good standard. Carter now leads 3-0. Broken the throw twice.
55.
And
58.
Carter with the advantage.
60.
Throwing very steadily indeed.
$100.
Yeah, good hit.
Green with his third ton of this match. Carter's hit 4 of them. Looking to add to that total here.
59.
When he doesn't find a treble 20,
Don't come over there.
Green telling himself off once again. It's like when golfers talk to the balls they've hit, isn't it?
44.
$100.
Yeah, good hit.
Yeah, good point, Josh Conger in the chat. Blade 5 is probably a bit too soft. 180 Gladiator 3
93.
series.
Darts.
And Ian Cook, Jesus, Mary and Joseph and the wee donkey. I've got it on record, Line of Duty, just to be clear.
52.
I'll go and watch that straight after this. Thank God for bank holidays. Carter on 190.
60.
Leaves 130. Green is on 148. Double, treble visit needed. It won't happen. So another
60.
multi-coloured flight user. We've got a few of those tonight. Oh, I think someone switched on the stream.
54.
There's always a bit of a delay on the stream, of course. So if you do play on the stream, it's never best to have it on as well because there's always a delay. So
Oh, that's quality, that is.
Green wanted treble 17, but he's hit the single
Oh, that's
2s.
$22.
So Carter should get a dart here to hold his throw. He's been under pressure from Green in this leg.
56.
So reprieve then for Green. Double 16.
Yeah, it's game in 3.
Yeah, good hit. Well done.
And a steal. Steal for Green. Kept going there. Disappointed. Told himself off after the first dart, which was nowhere near the treble 10, but recovered well as he moved to the left-hand quarter of the board. Breaks the Carter throw. 3-1 the scoreline. First to 6, remember, will take the win. 5-all is the draw.
81.
Yeah, good hit. $100.
Nice. Oh my lord. Get out from over there. And there. 39.
Carter now will be disappointed that he
60.
got broken there. He'd have a dart or two to hold his throw and to force it to be 4-0. But Green battled
Oh,
well.
come on, stop. Scattergunning.
But just a bit
42.
awry here. So Carter will sense that. Can hear what Green's telling himself off. So you can certainly feed off that.
44.
I think that's always just the missing ingredient, isn't it, at the moment? Because obviously in-person darts, it's very easy to tell if your opponent's struggling. But virtual darts,
Sake. 29.
you have to sense your opponent's frustration through the other end of a video call. Good darts here from Carter.
100.
Nice.
Second ton of the leg. Lots of pressure on the green throw now. 113 points the advantage.
Oh, you start doing that. 80.
And a bounce out. When it rains, it pours. So Carter looking to leave himself handily placed.
122.
Great
Yeah,
multi-treble visit from him. Leaves 75. 3 scores of 100 or more here for Carter in this leg alone.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry for the language. Apologies. Just frustration. One more for the swear pot. Donations payable to St Winifred's Hospice.
55.
Chance there gone for Carter to make it 4-1, but he will be back because Green is not on a finish.
59.
Does leave himself 164 if the 20 doesn't go, but you would fancy Carter to take this. Very strong leg.
15. Jesus.
Oh, it's a long way off. So, stranger things have happened.
Oh, God. It's turned hit the wide treble once.
Okay. 164 won't go.
60.
60, but not in the way you might have pictured it. So Carter busts, and onwards we go. So Green only needs 1 treble in this combination to hold his throw. It will be an unlikely hold of throw. Won't happen. So 79 remaining. May go for 19 for treble 13. Went for treble 13 and missed it. Went into the 6. So double 2. Back up for double 1.
3.
Carter in the madhouse. Green should get a dart here to try and get his second leg of the evening on the board. 14s now.
Oh, Jesus, that's a good 18.
Or 18 would have left double 18.
26.
But he didn't get either. So madhouse.
No score. Double.
More double trouble for Carter. He had it earlier on in this match. Double 16. Green has hit this.
Oh, rubbish. 15.
Didn't look threatening, so double 1 for Carter. Starts high this time.
That's no score on the wire.
All on the wire. So, Green then, double 16.
In 1.
Yeah, well done. $84.
No. Don't throw him in the walls. That's better. 121.
Yeah, good at.
I love the Green almost willing his darts in. It's great.
32.
Oh, Craig Everest, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
43.
$40.
Remember, first to 6 legs.
Come on, stop hitting it. Damn, 5. 31.
What I think is very impressive is that I think Green is actually talking to himself as he's throwing, which I think is a very good skill. I don't think I could do that.
81.
Lovely trouble there from Carter. Applying, well, of course, it's the leg that he started.
Oh, get out from there. 22.
Not much to choose between them here in this 6 leg.
84.
Oh. Come on. Straight. 45.
So, Carter
84.
does find the treble. Carter's done very well in his last 3 visits. Scores back-to-back scores of 84, following the 81.
60.
And 6 darts from here for Carter to make it 4-2. Now he has had double trouble. Loads of chances in the last leg. Went begging. In the end.
40.
56 when he returns.
Oh, get up. 49.
Chances incoming for Carter. Wants double top.
Oh, I've done it again. 36.
More missed opportunities for Carter. He's had lots of them.
Oh, why the 5?
And the frustration goes on for Green, who's really admonishing himself. So 1, 2, 5 left.
Oh, there it is again. God's sake. 29.
Double 10. Carter struggled with this one last time.
Shane.
So, Green wants 101. This is on.
Oh, that's quality. Jesus Christ. Oh, rubbish 18.
So, on to the 18. He's missed it.
63. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, my word.
Carter
That's 10 in 1.
And that will.
Done, mate.
One hit, a double.
Yes, it was just a bit frustrated because.
I think I can taste blood, man. I'm biting my own lip. I'm trying not to swear.
Well, Dan Green, we're very appreciative of that. Means less than the swear jar as well, of course.
26.
$85.
Strong start for Carter in this 7th leg. Carter may just sense that this is his opportunity here.
54.
Green visibly, audibly frustrated.
Get up. 36. Jeez.
What's that? That's 80, 116.
Oh, you're chumping in with the treble 12s. Oh,
No, sorry.
oh. That's just dirty play, that is.
You got.
Uh,
Well, good banter between these two. You gotta love a treble 12. You gotta love a treble 12. I always try and make out that I've hit it on purpose.
44.
It doesn't get me very far, as you might probably imagine. I play darts in a constant state of apology.
42.
Treble 18 is the worst, I find. Treble 18 with the first darts, that's the good one. So, advantage Carter here on the green throw. Green just composing himself.
91.
Very good.
Nice last dart. Right, first treble of the leg for him. Carter.
54.
Down to 150 after 15.
Oh, come on. 32.
6 darts from here for Carter to guarantee himself a point.
60.
Gets himself down to a 2 dart combination. Green. 228. Needs to try and leave himself handily placed. Or a finish, so
32.
plenty of time here for Carter. Doesn't have to go the 20s route here. Can afford to go the 18s. Which presumably will be the way that he goes. Yep, so 72. Single 20. Oh no, he's hit it.
54.
Sorry. Yep, so missed dart there, double 18 for 5-2, but he will be back because Green is not
Get up.
on the finish.
100.
Gets his 6th ton
Yeah, good.
of the match. Carter, double 9. We hear about this all the time from Rod Harrington,
80.
that it's a difficult switch, and so it proves to be. So 96. Oh, someone's got a phone message. Right as Green was throwing. I think that was Green's phone as well.
Oh, it's all over the bloody place. 10.
Carter, double 9. Oh, he's inside, so now needs to tidy
No
up.
score.
And he's busted. So 86 now for Green. Once treble 18, 2 singles would leave the bull. Double 16. Good marker. He's hit this before.
Oh, 70.
Great opportunity. Great darts until the finish. So double 9 now. Good marker.
That's 18 in 3.
Wow, mate.
Carter does get over the line eventually. And that's been story of Carter's game, really. He's been able to carve out those opportunities for himself, but just hasn't quite been able to take them out
81.
as timely as he'd like. But despite that, 5-2 the scoreline, guarantees himself a point
Stop
now.
throwing them all over the place. 33.
And Carter now is throwing for the match. First to 6, remember.
85.
Back-to-back visits of a score in the 80s. Just what he would have wanted. Treble a turn, always difficult
27.
to contend with at any level of darts, really, but especially
45.
in the divisions that are perhaps not used to such high scoring.
41.
110 points, the advantage to Carter. Could we see all 3?
140.
Well, what a great leg of darts this is for Carter. Really charging towards the finish line now. Down to a finish
Just
after 12.
Stop doing it. 82.
Lovely switch there with Green's last dart. Compliment from Carter, being played in a good spirit. This will be some way to win.
Oh, click the floor. 84.
Lovely leg of darts there. 66 after 15. He could have nearly had a treble there with his second dart. Clipped the flight.
85.
Yeah, did it.
And is it too little too late there for Green? He's had a good couple of visits, but 66 here. Double 18 for Carter for a 17 darter. He'll take an 18 for the win.
That's 66.
And he does get there.
Yeah, thank God you put me out of my misery.
And, well, it's been played in a good spirit. I'll just fade them down and just read you out the statistics there. Yes, so, yeah, Dan Green battled well, I thought, and hung in there when Carter had double trouble, but Carter did eventually, when he was able to take his chances, did eventually accelerate towards that 6-2 scoreline and ran out a worthy winner. 6 tons for Green in the end. Did get that one break of throw, best leg of 24 darts and a 66 checkout, just like the 66 checkout we saw there from Carter to take the win, who had 8 tons and 1 score of 140, 3 breaks of throw. That proved to be the difference. An 18 darter to win the leg and win the match, of course, as well, and an 87 checkout to boot. So thank you ever so much for watching once again. Really do appreciate it. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Lots of streams, both virtual and in person, coming later on in the year. Much appreciated as always, and more streaming this time next week with the Chichester Virtual Dart Series. Thanks again.